Well, I did manage to leave at 3 a.m. I woke up without an alarm at about 2:50 per usual. I didn't even bother setting one, but I didn't go back to sleep. I'm proud of myself. I'm not leaking any fluids. Everything is going perfectly fine. My temps are right at 199, cruising about 40 to 45% throttle, ranging from about 55 to 65 miles an hour. Got about 6 hours and I'll be down in Fontana. All right, made it into Fontana. Very tired. I only had to pull off once to let a motorcycle by. The other 3 times I pulled off was just to let the cars get further ahead of me. The thing actually does pretty well, despite my snapped in half sway bar end link. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest and see what happens. It is beautiful out here. That last light just kisses the hillside. Really good light for photos, but not a whole lot of cars here yet. I got what I could. I probably snapped off close to 100 shots already. And it's just Tuesday. So we'll see. I could probably pass out right about now. Just seeing if anyone drives by. Might be able to get some more shots, but the sun is setting. So I've been laying here for probably 30 minutes, and I swear to you, the only time that cars come over this bridge for me to shoot, they're either stacked like 2 feet off each other's bumpers, so I can only get the first car really, or there's just regular traffic traveling in the opposite direction or holding them up and, again, making it impossible for me to get any shots. If I'm patient, this might pay off. I like the way the photos are turning out when they do turn out, but there's a lot of variables that I don't control here, which drives me insane, but we'll see how it goes. Wow. A lot of butterflies here. Ugh. Oh, those are piles of shit. Anyways, a lot of butterflies. Thought that was kind of neat. Going back into Fontana. I haven't really filmed anything this whole time. I've been so busy shooting. My charge pipe blew off a few times. Had to deal with that. We're gonna find out if it can handle a load going back up into Fontana. All the Mark IVs lining up by color. Sound off will be 420, I think. Take some video of that, I guess. I have not been good about recording anything this whole week, so sorry. the big child cheated. My van did have basically child lock doors because they're just too hard to open. Man, I need to leave. I don't need this. You know, how far up Mulch Mountain can I get the van? Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Climbed right up Mulch Mountain, no problem. I think we might high center though, if we try to actually go over it. I might be able to get over Mulch Mountain. Hello, dog. Hello. Hell yeah. Today's task intercool the van. Still have to figure out a reservoir situation. I might do a no-no and use just like some ABS plastic pipe with some fittings on it until I can get an aluminum reservoir worked out. Just kind of not trying to spend too much money right now, but it's got to be better than nothing, I would imagine. So I've gone ahead and I've removed my loop with my intake air temperature sensor. Remove my battery, my ECU. I'm going to try to find a better solution, better home for the ECU than underneath my air filter. Also need to work out an actual air box situation, so I don't know, the battery's kind of in the way of a lot of things when it's in there, so I have to address that as well. I'm just waiting for my buddy to get back from work and the hoses that we need for the boosty side of the intercooler. And once we get all that sorted and get a bracket worked out, we're gonna go ahead and try to get the water system finished, but you know, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so also now that I've gotten these pipes off, let's have a look-see in here. Okay, I'm gonna give it a wipe, a little bit of oil. Okay, now see this guy down here, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, that's a lot of bit of oil. I mean, it's not a ton, but it's considerably more than was in the top, so we're catching oil down here. And let me let me show you why this is no surprise whatsoever. You see my oil drain? How is that supposed to actually clear the turbo of oil? So I think I'm pretty much pushing oil past the seals on the turbo at all times. Not sure what I can realistically do about this, because even if I were to basically run it straight down to this, we're still not really at a favorable angle here. So I've seen other solutions. I've seen people run it down to the oil pan. Some people will argue one way or the other about what you can and can't do based on the type of seals, bearings, etc. that your turbo does have regarding draining below or above the oil line. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh. But yeah. Got to get this taken care of. I'm going to try to address that. Also, supposedly this thing doesn't work unless it's actually horizontal. So that thing will periodically just kind of spit oil into to my shit.
So I was going to put the radiator for the intercooler behind the passenger side headlight, but after putting the fitting on, it just wasn't going to go in there, unfortunately, because that would have been a nice little snug fit there. But this should be a pretty decent location. I guess this will be a somewhat cleaner install and easier to secure and make brackets for overall anyways, so we'll see how that goes. Now we gotta go from there to there, which is gonna be interesting to say the least, because they don't really match up too well. It's gonna be some weird snaking going on. So this 90, I feel like if I shorten that leg of it, I might be able to get it on there. Maybe. Might have to shorten this one up a hair more. This all fits relatively, so a little bit of tweaking. Then we'll see how this thing wants to sit, get it mounted, get the water lines run. By the end of the day, I think I will have an intercooler. I should have said that. Getting started on the water lines now. So this will come together. That's coming from the intercooler itself. I got a second line I'm going to run down here. So this line is coming off of the intercooler, so this is going to be hot. This is going straight to the radiator up front, which will then come out and go to where the tank will eventually be and the pump below that. And then it'll loop back in. Got the filler up front. Pull my ass out here. Ugh. Do the worm. Huh. Oh. But yeah, I'm gonna run that up to the radiator, which is gonna be here. And then from the radiator, we'll come up to the fill. Then from the fill, we'll go to the tank and pump. I think I said that right. I don't know. That's got it. So that was getting in the way of my fuel gauge needle. Oh, good. There, I got it out. Yeah, I wanted to get it out the top hole. Took that off, and then it immediately went inside behind the face. Oh, but yeah, I want to get that plastic tab out. It's been interfering with my needle for my fuel gauge. So, tired of looking at it. Broke off the little light piece up here. I need to redo this whole cluster at some point. Might do the GPS speedo upgrade. Try to get a tachometer. This clock drives me crazy when I'm trying to sleep at night. I see so many people online like, oh, my analog clock's broken. I would love to have one that, fuck you. Fuck you, I'll trade someone with a broken clock for mine that works. Otherwise, I'm going to disable this shit because I cannot stand the ticking. It's like telltale heart. Just tick, tick, tick. But yeah, I'm going to try to get that piece of plastic out of there. We'll see how that goes. No piece of plastic and no ticky. All I had to do was disconnect that little positive off the back. She's good to go. No more ticky. I got all of my lights working. I don't think the actual illumination for this works, But I do have my glow plug and my battery light back. It was just a matter of that connection being a bit loose and probably slightly corroded, but it's printed circuit board, so that there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, gonna resecure all this. I got my switch here. EGT gauge is half-ass mounted. Got rid of my ashtray. It's now in my glove box. My squirrel's still hanging out here. Got my gauge. Water pump's running. I turn that off now. I'm gonna resecure all of this. Yep, little bits of progress here and there. I forgot to record that. Damn it! Six bikes.